I would like to talk about the importance of owning pets, specifically dogs. I know in my lifetime I haven't always been a fond of dogs. When I was really young, maybe about 7 years old, that's when my family got its first puppy. We actually got two, and they were siblings. And then, I grew up with them, and then I went on a mission to Mexico, and they have a serious problem with stray dogs. And I was also in Chiapas, so it's the most southern state in Mexico. It borders Guatemala. And so every street was just covered in dogs. Like, I was bit 3 times in my mission. We were often chased by these dogs that, and they were always just these like big dogs with like lots of teeth. And I just wasn't fond of them anymore. And so I came home and, I could see the dogs were cute, but I didn't have a desire to own one. And then my husband, his family like loves their dogs, and they have tinier dogs, and it took a while, but slowly by being around other people's dogs and really starting to make an effort, I found myself really enjoying them. And now I'm living in Florida, and I do the marketing and communications for a dog resort. So it's kind of funny how life takes you in different directions than what you ever thought. But today I really wanted to talk about the benefit of owning a pet, and what it can do for you physically, psychologically, and emotionally. So some of the benefits of owning a dog is that they are known for lowering blood pressure and reducing cholesterol. I think it's something to do with how they can relax your overall state, but they are known to, the owners with dogs or pets actually have an overall better cardiovascular health. Kay Jolbert, Director Companion of Animal Service at PAWS, at the Washington-based Animal Advocacy Organization Research Group, shows that dog-owning adults usually have lower body mass, fewer activities of daily living limitations, fewer doctor visits, a more frequent, vigorous, and moderate exercise. So it's really interesting how just having a companion like that can do so much for your actual physical health. And then it's also interesting to see that 4 out of 5 pet owners are considered to be more outgoing and make friends easily. They're predicted that since most dogs are walked at least once a day, that when owners cross each other, they usually will go out and make a conversation with one another. And it's just interesting to see that just by having a companion, and you run into other people with similar passions and hobbies and interests, that you'll start a conversation just by having a pet with you. And then they really think that people tend to open up when you talk about their pets. I know that's something that we do at the resort. When we try and talk to people about it and people just don't really have time, we skip the part about us and we start asking them about their pet. And we've seen almost always that they are more interested in talking about their pet, something that they really care about, and then usually we can get them to open up. Having a pet is also known to lower anxiety and stress. By having a pet, they predict that it increases the serotonin and dopamine, which are 2 neurochemicals that are important to playing a role in managing stress. And so we've actually seen that by either having a dog at home, it can help lower the stress at work and at home. And then we've also seen that people that have dogs, their stress levels return to a normal rate a lot quicker than people that do not have the pets. And what's also really interesting is that kids with pets in the home will less likely have asthma or eczema growing up. But not only that, pets are considered to be some of the best companions, especially dogs. They forgive almost instantly and they love unconditionally. But that being said, I think it's really important to note that not all dogs are the same. Each breed has a very distinct personality, care, treatment. A lot of people love to get Great Danes, but if they're not taken out multiple times a day with vigorous exercise, they've been known to show aggression. At the same time, if you're really athletic, you maybe don't want a Chihuahua because they can't go as far as you. So I think it's really important when deciding on a pet to decide what kind of lifestyle you already have and based off your personality. And overall, some of the best pets for families include beagles, bulldogs, golden retrievers, poodles, and pugs. We've seen that those kind of do well with little kids, and they also do well with changing environments. But overall, I think the benefit of having a dog outweighs, the cost of them, or some of the trials you have to go through while owning a pet, especially for the first time. They can get expensive. They have to have frequent shots. That includes rabies, Bordetella, and DHLPP. But they also require training, equipment. They go through beds and collars and toys so fast. And owning a pet really is a full-time job in its own. But I've never seen a family upset about having a pet. I think once you have it, it's irreplaceable. They immediately feel like part of the family, and they do so much for your kids and for you, and for just bringing your home together. And so if anyone is thinking about having a pet, I would strongly recommend it. Just give it a try. Maybe babysit someone else's pet for a couple of days, but do not let the opportunity, especially for you and for your kids, go without having a pet in the home.